The laughter was the first knife. I knew that laugh, the same melodic tone that once filled our home, that had once made my worst days bearable. But that night, it wasn't meant for me. It was sharper, freer, and it came from across the dimly lit restaurant where my wife sat, leaning forward, her hand resting on another man's wrist. For a moment, the world stopped breathing. My pulse slowed, then quickened, each beat echoing the truth I never wanted to see. My wife, smiled in that way she used to smile at me. And then, as he brushed her hair aside, I saw her close her eyes, leaning into his touch like it was home. My phone shook in my hand. Instinct took over. I hit record. Every second, every whispered word, every stolen glance, I captured it all. She didn't see me, but I saw everything. And that night, I made a vow. I wouldn't confront her. I would destroy her. I sat in my car outside the restaurant long after they left. The rain painted trails down the windshield, and through the blur of streetlights, I could still see her face in my mind, smiling, glowing, alive in ways she hadn't been with me in years. Her betrayal wasn't loud. It was quiet, precise, practiced. That made it worse. At home, the silence was suffocating. She walked in hours later, hair damp, lipstick slightly smudged, signs that would have gone unnoticed if I hadn't seen what I'd seen. She kissed me goodnight like nothing had happened. I stared at her, the weight of the recording sitting in my pocket like a weapon. For days, I didn't say a word. I analyzed the video, every second, every sound. My pain turned to obsession. I zoomed in, adjusted the audio, even slowed the playback to catch her whispered, "I missed you." The more I watched, the colder I became. By the fifth day, I had a plan. I wouldn't just expose her. I'd make her feel what I felt. I'd take away everything she valued: reputation, peace, and pride. It started small. Anonymous messages sent to her phone. Random numbers texting, "I know." She grew paranoid, glancing at her phone, biting her nails. Then, I uploaded the first clip, a 10-second silent video of her laughing across the table. No faces. No context. Just her, unmistakable. The video spread fast, whispered about in our social circles. She asked me if I'd seen it. I told her no. I lied with the calm of a man dead inside. Each night, I watched her unravel. She couldn't sleep. She jumped at small noises. And all the while, she didn't know the storm was coming. Her own husband holding the thunder. 2 weeks later, I leaked the full video. Her face, his hand, the moment their fingers intertwined. It hit the internet like wildfire. Friends texted me, relatives called, and I said nothing. I wanted her to drown in silence. When she came home that night, eyes red and swollen, she fell to her knees. "Please just listen," she begged. But I didn't want her words. I wanted her despair. She confessed between sobs, how lonely she felt, how I'd grown distant, how the man understood her. Every excuse was gasoline on my fury. "You destroyed us because you were lonely?" I spat. She reached for me. I stepped back. "You deserve to lose everything," I whispered. And she did. Her workplace found out. The man, a married executive, lost his job and publicly blamed her. Her friends cut ties. Her family turned their backs. The woman who once glowed with pride now hid behind drawn curtains. I watched it all. Every downfall was a spark in the dark room of my vengeance. But revenge is a strange drug. The more you taste it, the less satisfaction it brings. By the time she moved out, I expected triumph. Instead, there was emptiness, a hollow victory echoing through an empty house. Still, I told myself it wasn't over. She needed to feel what I felt. So I took it further. I sent the video to her parents, her church, even her old college friends. One night, she called me. Her voice was broken. "You've ruined me, Daniel. Are you happy now?" I hesitated, then hung up. That was the last time she called. Days later, I received a letter in the mail, her handwriting. It was short. "I'm sorry. I don't expect forgiveness. I just hope one day you stop burning yourself trying to burn me." I crumpled it, threw it away. But her words, they stayed. Months passed. My revenge was complete, yet peace never came. Every night, I replayed that video, not of her betrayal, but of my own cruelty. I'd become addicted to the pain, feeding on it like it was all I had left. The house felt colder, quieter. My phone no longer rang. Friends who once supported me drifted away, tired of my obsession. Then came the news. She'd been hospitalized, overdose. Not dead, but close. The moment I read it, something in me cracked. Not from guilt, from shock. The thought that my revenge might have killed her made my chest tighten in a way I couldn't describe. I didn't visit her. I couldn't. I told myself she deserved it. But deep down, I knew I'd gone too far. Revenge had promised power. All it brought was ashes. Months later, I stood outside that same restaurant where it all began. Couples laughed, music played, and life went on. But I was frozen, a man defined by a single night of betrayal and every cruel choice that followed. I'd ruined her life, but in doing so, I'd ruined my own. Moral of the story: revenge may destroy your enemies, but it always buries your soul beside them.